Ready? 3, 2, 1, start. It is a dream of every person, every family to have a shelter above their heads. A house is an embodiment of the collective hopes of a family as well as their stability and security. An important question as to whether the executive should be permitted to take away the shelter of a family or families as a measure of penalty on a person who is accused in a crime. White Order dated 17th September 2024, we directed that there shall be no demolition anywhere across the country without seeking leave of this court. However, we clarified that our order would not be applicable if there is an unauthorized structure in any public place such as road, street, footpath, railway line, or any river body or water bodies, and to cases where there is an order for demolition made by a court. People have been rendered homeless and continue to remain on the site, and they have been facing the extreme cold without any roof over their head and have lost their belongings. This was a dire circumstance in which the life and liberty of the homeless residents were in grave danger. Court inquired whether a survey had been conducted in slum in order to ascertain how many of its residents were entitled to rehabilitation prior to being evicted. It was, however, not able to be confirmed that notices were issued to the slum dwellers in advance. Given the scale of the human tragedy, the court expects all the parties before the court to act in coordination and in cooperation to ensure that immediate relief for rehabilitation is made available to the persons who have lost their homes. This should happen without prejudice to the respective stands of the respondents on the issue of the legality of the slum as it existed. In case the appellate remedy is provided and appeal is filed, the demolition shall not be carried out till disposal of the said appeal. In case of dismissal of appeal, it shall give at least 10 days to the residents or occupants to vacate the premises. The order of disposal shall be served on the appellant through electronic modes, and it shall be immediately uploaded on the website. No demolition should be carried out in the early morning and late night. Video recording of the same shall be carried out under the orders of the said authority. If the proposed action of demolition was in bad faith and actuated by malice, disciplinary proceeding may be initiated against the erring officers. In addition, proceedings for contempt against the erring officers may be initiated. The compensation to be paid to the owner shall also be recoverable from the salary of the erring officers. Immediate suspension and departmental action should be taken against all officers involved in executing extrajudicial demolition orders. This action should not be considered as performed in an official capacity, and the officers should be tried as private individuals for causing the destruction of human dwellings or unlawful arrest of the aggrieved persons. While undertaking the process of demolition, the authorities or nominated officers shall not consider demolition of unauthorized or illegal houses by targeting one house or few houses in a particular neighborhood or the town. In case the appropriate authority is of the opinion that a house or a set of particular houses are liable to be demolished, then it shall undertake the overall exercise of identifying illegal construction and fix the timeline for removal of the encroachment or demolition. Under no circumstances, one or two houses shall be demolished in a particular neighborhood until the authority is of the opinion that no other house has illegal construction or encroachment. Violation of this guideline shall attract penal consequences against the erring officers, and the aggrieved person shall be adequately compensated. In addition to this, the violation of this guideline shall also amount to contempt of this court on the lines of violation of the guidelines in terms of the judgment of this court in D.K. Basu versus State of West Bengal. Any judicial officer may be appointed as a claim commissioner who shall be empowered to grant compensation or restitution to persons whose buildings or structures have been demolished illegally or arbitrarily by the authority. Orders for compensation by the claim commissioner shall be treated as decrees of a civil court and executed accordingly. All actions, steps, and procedures taken by the authority or claim commissioner must be fully and accurately documented. An online portal shall be established. This portal will be available for audit, review, or inspection and will house all records, including notices, orders, and communications. Stop.